Charity organizations are vital because they address societal needs that government alone cannot fully meet, offering support for the poor, distressed, and underprivileged. That is exactly what Help the Amputee Foundation is doing to assist victims of insurgent attacks by assisting with hospital professionals throughout Africa and abroad to render care to the amputees affected by Boko Haram attack in the northeast and other parts of Nigeria. Help the Amputee Foundation assists amputees by providing essential support and information that will be relevant to start a new life, like medical expenditures, clinical treatment, provision of prosthetic limbs, rehabilitation, and recreational therapy, among others. These and more will be our focus on Nigeria Today. Thanks for joining us. I am Ikaria Clinton. With me in the studio for the conversation is TJ Joseph Kwaji. He's the founder and president, Help the Amputee Foundation. It's a pleasure to have you in Nigeria Today.
Thank you very much.
Also with us in the studio is Honorable Abubakar Mahmoud Wambai. He is the chairman, Help the Amputee Foundation. He's also the Madaki Mubi, and also a two-time House of Reps member. It's a pleasure to have you in Nigeria today.
Thank you for having me.
So I'll start with you, TJ, as a founder of the foundation. Now, tell us what inspired you to float this foundation.
Thank you very much. We started this foundation because we saw the struggle amputees goes through every day in this country. Many lack access of prosthetic limbs, medical care, and job opportunities. Society often treats them unfairly, making their situation even harder. We wanted to change that by providing support, hope, and chance for a better life for them.
Thank you very much. Now, Honorable Abubakar, having heard what really inspired this foundation, talk to us. What do you intend? I know a lot of foundations, we have a lot of foundations that are doing quite a lot of things. So with this one, what do you intend to achieve at the end of the day?
Yeah, it's a very good question. Way back in 2014, we sat down coming from the Northeast geopolitical zone. And as a result of the heavy toll that have been or criminal activities that have been inflicted by the insurgents, more especially Boko Haram, we came and sat down and said, okay. And as a result of this toll, there are lots and lots and lots of people that were affected. Our zone, or the Northeast geopolitical zone, has been at the receiving end of the activities of these insurgents. So we came and sat down, we said, okay, what are we going to do to help? And then find solutions to these victims of bomb blast. So we came with the concept of Help the Amputee Foundation. So, and in 2020, we registered this foundation with the Corporate Affairs Commission with the sole aim of helping them, for them to feel at home, for them not to feel dejected, or to remove the stigma that they have already been facing. So we came out with this inspiration. We said, okay, we will start assisting them with so many things throughout this foundation. So the first initiative is for us to take stock of majority of those inflicted with this problem. In more especially Adamawa, we were in Yobe, and two places in Yola. So we started by some outreaches. So we encouraged them, we told them not to, we are there in order to take care of them. We see them as brothers. So that is how we started working, for them to feel at home, for them to feel that they are also taken care of, and for them, for us to start giving them human feelings, so that they make sure that yes, they also belong to society. So that is how we started.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, TJ, you also, the Honorable has mentioned, some of the outreaches, and we would also want to know, since the inception of this foundation, what are the significant milestones you say the foundation has achieved?
We're able to provide this prosthetic limb to some of them, and medical, and also we give them training. Currently, training is going on, so that they can work and support their families or to support themselves. We also raise awareness about their challenges and fight for their rights. So if we look at these people today, most of those things we mentioned, they don't have it. And they have self-denial. They feel that they are not important even in the society. But since we started providing this for them, and some of them were happy and they were doing fine. And that's why the training we are giving them is a kind of training that this will bring food to their table. They'll be able to take care of their family. Then the issue of begging will not come up.
Okay, when you talk about training, are you talking about skills?
Skills, yes.
Okay.
So we train them on how to, some of them that have their legs and then they don't have hands. Some of them that have their hands, they can use something, learn how to do maybe shoemaking, like the one we have already started in Karmajiji. Some are doing shoemaking, learning that, and then soap making and fashion, you understand? So these are some of the things that they are learning.
Okay. Now,
Yes.
Back to you, Honorable Abubakar. TJ, of course, talked about what these people are learning. You agree with me that it costs a lot of money to do this. So how is the foundation being funded?
Yes, once you maybe come up with a foundation, it is incumbent upon you to maybe sacrifice, because this foundation is a charity organization that helps in taking care of the vulnerable people in our society. So as long as you float a foundation, it is the responsibility of those that floated the foundation to make sacrifice first. So as far as we are concerned, we have nothing is coming from either outside. This is being run by the sacrifices from the founders, like my humble self as the chairman and Mr. Tijekoji as the president and founder. We sit down and said, okay, well, this is what we came out with. So it is the responsibility on us to start shouldering this thing before people come to see or know what we are doing. So for them to be encouraged to see that, yes, these people are trying for them to assist. But as far as the funding of the foundation is concerned, it is the sacrifice from the founders, that, from us, that came up with the foundation. That is why we still call on, as time goes on, if people see what we are doing, maybe they will be interested to maybe put a helping hand. That is why we said, okay, maybe in due course, we will start going out to both to individual and corporate organizations to lay our complaint and say, okay, this is what we are doing. And in fact, a lot of people are becoming interested. They are thanking us. Even some of the amputees are saying that, in fact, there was a time when we traveled to Yobe, through our outreaches, they are saying this is the first of its kind. Because this is the first of its kind where they have never seen a hand from the government or any corporate organization. But Help the Amputee Foundation is the first foundation that reached to them. So as far as we are concerned, this foundation is being run by sacrifices from the founders. Yes.
Okay, TJ, of course, I want you to talk about this issue about the funding. Even though the chairman has said, okay, it's the responsibility of the founders, the president, and the chairman, to, fund this, take the bold initiative of, providing the monies. Is it that you would not, appreciate, other funds coming from, elsewhere, maybe international collaborators and all of that?
Really no, because actually, if you want to help somebody, the initiative we have is, let us start it. We need helping hands. You see, no matter how little help is, it will definitely have some changes in one's life. So we know that we cannot just start something, even from the team, the foundation on its own. Help the Amputee Foundation. It's an advert on its own if you look at it carefully. It's giving people a sense of knowing the problem those amputees were having. So we don't just decide that, okay, we don't need help anywhere, no. And that is why we want people who really have the spirit of assistance or to help these people. We join hand with them, and then we'll be able to move these people forward so that they'll have sense of belonging. For example, now, we are currently training people. That is one of our great achievements. We are currently going online training people on certificate project officers. That certificate program is partnered with Center for Project Innovation.
Okay, I want to ask another question. You talked about focusing really on victims of the insurgency. What about other people like the military and people that they didn't really become victims of maybe amputation due to insurgency or anything? Are they also included in this?
Of course, they are included. Like 2 weeks ago, I was in Army Radio at Abacha Barrack. So we even said that this military too, they are even the major ones, because when we look at the incident that happened in Adamawa State, especially in Dasala, if you look at the pictorials, you see that a lot of them have lost their legs due to the bomb. So those people, we are trying to reach them now to see the best way we can also help them. And that is why we came up to look for such like ones. That is through our adverts, which is in place, and we are also placing our banners everywhere. And as I stated on the radio discussion, military radio, I said, let those people that they have not known us, we are ready to assist them.
No, the chairman talked to us. How have you been able to affect the lives of these victims of insurgency, the amputees?
Yes, but before then, in fact, your last question has been very interesting. When we say amputee, although this foundation has been plotted as a result of the insurgency that took place in this country, more especially in northeast geopolitical zones, and more especially in the 3 states, Adamawa, Yobe, and Borno. But when we say amputee encompasses every other person that we can reach that lose their limbs, or especially hands, eyes, even the out of seeing, hearing impairment, are victims. So it encompasses everybody that has this challenge. So, and to come down to, you say
the impact it has had on families.
Yes, the impact, yes.
Victims and their families.
Yes, I remember when we first started assisting them, we started in Mubi, because that is our home base. We started it more especially in my office at Movie Emirate Council. So, in fact, when we called them, we distributed a lot of things. We distributed cash donations, we distributed food. So we also start helping them on how to maybe employment, doing things by themselves for them to have or to be self-reliant. Like they also came to us to say that, okay, since this is what you came up, please come and teach us on how to maybe sew clothes, make perfume, more especially these women that lose their legs among them, how to make their perfumes, how to make mats, how to weave. I think we should help them. So, and we have started. We have started. So, and they told us the level of interest that they have in this foundation, and they thank us with what we came up. And when we came to Yobe, and we are very grateful that the senior special assistant to the president on special needs and equal opportunities, and in fact we are happy with Mr. President that came up with this name, special needs and equal opportunities, not the victims of maybe they don't call them disabled again. Yes, special needs and equal opportunities for them to have a sense of belonging in the society. So we impacted by giving them this, and we are going back again to train and retrain them on a lot of things. Sometimes they used to write to us that this is what they are requesting. It's for the foundation to come and help them or train them in things they will be on for them to be self-reliant.
Yes. I'm glad you mentioned the president here. You know, it appears, of course, you are, the foundation is doing quite a lot. Yes. Now, what areas do you perceive that the government can, you know, assist for you to make more impact?
Yes, that is why I said we are grateful to the president himself, because as we talk to you, the senior special assistant to the president on special needs and equal opportunities, Alaji Abba, picked up this foundation solely as one of the foundation or one of the organization or foundation he wants to move on with, because he saw our vision, he saw our mission, that we have a very good mission statement, we have a vision. So, and as we talk to you now, we have our own project, we have our, we came out with a lot of things. More especially, we are looking for things like ambulances. You know, foundation goes with medical issues.
Especially so for foundation like this.
Foundation like this goes 98% with medical issues. That is even why when we came to pick our own person, we picked the Esukaro, being a pharmacist, for him to assist us. And as I talk to you now, we are proposing a lot of things, more especially ambulances, for us to have these ambulances with medicine and other things, for us to be moving from one local government to other in order to assist these people.
Okay.
Yes.
So, TJ, do you have anything to add to that in terms of the areas you think, whether government or other people out there, well-meaning Nigerians, can come in to assist?
Yes. Just as the chairman mentioned about ambulances, yes. These ambulances are specially designed for the persons with, you know, so this ambulance, like in overseas, is, you know, even if you want to enter bus, like this, they are long vehicles. It has a provision for the disabilities. So where they will sit and go, would walk in. The driver will just press a button. Even the pedestrians. But I discovered that those things are not, I'm not even talking of only Nigeria, in Africa. We don't have ambulances for the
people with special needs.
People with special needs. So And these people, they're humans. Sometimes if you go to the hospital, you discover that these people with special needs, they don't have the opportunity. So we brought up that project, and then we know that government have to come in to assist.
Okay, and another thing I want to talk about, earlier on, Chairman had mentioned some states that you are actually, presently operating in. So do you have any, hope of expanding in the near future to maybe to other states?
Of course. It's just now we have started in Adamawa, Yobe, and as time goes on, we are going to even expand beyond those few states mentioned, if not the whole Nigeria, the 36 states.
Okay.
So that our target is to reach that. And our slogan says, Help Amputee Foundation Speaks Africa. That's to tell you that we are not only going to stop in Africa when we talk about people living, with special needs, but we are talking generally.
So you're going beyond Nigeria, not just
not just
not just the states,
not
but
just the
you're
states,
going
but when we finish
to
our
other African countries.
African countries, yes,
and beyond,
and beyond,
if possible.
Exactly.
Now, Chairman, talk to us. What do you see? What vision do you see for this foundation in the next, say, 5-10 years?
Okay. But on the issue of expansion yet, I want to also add one thing. We want to call on Mr. President, after thanking him, after appreciating what he did, because this is the first administration in the history of this country that considers the issue of these people with disabilities, and for him to change the name and put it special needs and equal opportunities is for them to know that there is ability in disability, and for them to have a sense of belonging. And already, as you said, we have a mission. Our mission is for us to assist these amputees wherever they are, psychologically and physically, for them to know that, yes, they are part and parcel of the society. But whatever you do, more especially when dealing with the amputees and this thing that has a medical impact, you can't do it without resources. So that is why I say we are calling. We have a very good vision. We have a very good mission also. So we are calling on individual and corporate organizations to follow and see what we are doing for them to put a helping hand, both national and international. And as I said, we are going to assist them with medical inputs, with these artificial limbs. Already we have started giving them this, how do you call this?
That is the crutches.
The crutches and other things.
And, yes.
We have started even distributing. But we look forward to a time when we will give them artificial limbs, like the hands, the legs, and other things. This is our vision. So, yes.
And one word in the next 15 seconds, what would you have to say to Nigerians?
So what I want to tell Nigerians is we need the support of those who are willing, and they can reach us on our website, www.helptheamputee.org.
Okay.
Yes, so they can reach us, and we also appreciate their own kind gesture, whether small or big.
Thank you very much. This is where we draw the curtain on today's episode of Nigeria Today. A very big thank you to Honorable Abubakar Mahmoud Wambai, the chairman, Help the Amputee Foundation, the Madakin movie, and also a two-time House of Rep member. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you very much for having me.
And also we had TJ Joseph Waji, founder and president, Help the Amputee Foundation. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much
for coming on the program.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for being part of the program. I am Eukaria Clinton. Goodbye.
Thank you.